Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I am Bernard Damon Holcomb and I am on site here at Lindenguild Hall, which is a part of Lantern Community Services. Today you're going to get a show about inspiration. You're going to get a show about some lessons that we've learned through COVID, what brings us joy, and some reflections from staff. So tune in and be inspired. Hey everybody, I am here with Maurice Roush and we're going to be talking about COVID-19. Welcome to the show, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Tell me, how has this whole pandemic affected you? Like how has it felt to go through this terrible thing that everybody's had to endure?
I mean, personally, it didn't really affect me, bother me. It's just like, I just felt for people that passed away off it, you know what I mean? Actually, I was sick. I had, matter of fact, you don't think about it, I had symptoms. I had symptoms. Yeah, I was working at Target and I got sick.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that's the feeling that you don't want to feel, and I just had the symptoms. But it's crazy. It was crazy. I mean, I couldn't even move. It was that bad. Yeah, but I just, it's just like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like something that can take out all them people like that, man. That's a real, and it's still going.
Still.
And they got some new one going on now.
It's still going.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. So you get this vaccine now, and then you still catching something.
Right.
So like, what's this vaccine really for? You know what I mean?
Right.
But I take it anyway. You know what I mean? My asthma, I got asthma, so you got asthma. If you got any underlying health problem like diabetes, asthma, stuff like that, you gotta take the shot.
It's better to go ahead and take it.
It's best to take a shot, especially if you're an older person.
Yeah.
You gotta take a shot.
So how did the shot make you feel? Like, I know a lot of people are concerned. Like, is it gonna make them sicker? Is it gonna make them feel bad? How was it? How was the experience for you?
My first ticket, it bothered me for like a day or two. But then after that, it was back to normal.
Yeah.
But then I'm hearing on the news, doctors are getting sick for taking a shot. You know what I mean? So it's crazy,
Yeah.
I guess we take Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, what's the other one is, everybody different.
Yeah. Would you say that there's like a life lesson or anything that you're taking away from this whole pandemic?
Yeah, wash your hands. Wash your hands, brush your teeth, and eat your vegetables.
So really take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. Basically all the coronavirus is infection. You know what I mean? It's like the flu, but it's a different version of the flu.
Yeah.
Coronavirus has been around for years.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Educate us. Let us know.
We just hearing about it, but if we look on the back of a Lysol can,
Coronavirus.
it says coronavirus. So you know what I'm saying? So this been around for years. You just happen to get out. This is something that ain't never gonna go away. You know what I mean? Because people don't really want. They said today on the news, people don't really want to take the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? I remember that nurse was on the news, took the vaccine, fell out right on news. You know what I'm saying?
I happen to think that the world is forever changed. I don't think that we'll.
But it's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. Ask me Thomas. It's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. I forgot what it's at, but it's in the Bible. It's just gonna. This is gonna be one. It's gonna be another one. It's gonna be another one. It's like Ebola. Like Ebola. Then it was AIDS. Now it's Corona. It's gonna be something else. It's gonna be something else. It might be this new shit they got. This new thing they got going around.
So the bottom line is.
The bottom line, man, stay with people. Bottom line, stay in the house.
Mr. Martinez, how you doing? All right. So I wanted to ask you, what's one thing you're taking away? Like, a lot of people have died, a lot of people have gotten sick. Have you learned anything?
Yes, I took the test.
Yeah.
I took the shot, both of them, two of them. It's not too good.
Yeah? Okay, what is it like being a part of the community here at Lindenguild?
It's good.
It's good?
Right.
Yeah? I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, did you happen to lose anybody during this
No,
whole?
no.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know.
That's great. That's a blessing.
I don't know.
Because a lot of people have lost so much, but some people have gained some things. Some people have gotten support from the government, or maybe some people have reconnected with their families. So there are some good things that'll come out of it as well.
True.
Where'd you grow up?
Huh?
Where'd you grow up?
In Jersey.
In Jersey.
Right.
Hey, what brought you over to New York City?
East Orange.
Ah, okay.
East Orange, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
and moved to New York.
Okay.
And I've been here ever since.
Ever since.
Yep. Never left.
Okay. How long have you been here at Lindenguild?
8 years.
8 years.
I've been in mine in June.
And it's been pretty good for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You survived the pandemic, so it's got to be going pretty well.
Yep. All right.
Thanks for sitting down with me. I appreciate it. Okay. Tell us your name.
Edward Monks.
Edward Monks. Nice to meet you. So tell me, what has this pandemic been like for you?
Kind of crazy because some of my friends, they feel like not taking the shot. And I tell them to, because I tell them that could cause me to separate from y'all. They say, why? I say, because you have it and I do my shot already. I'm fully covered. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they don't do it, I don't want to cause myself to be getting it from them. Even though I got it,
Yeah.
got the shot.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be around people who don't want to be taking the shot. That means that they don't care. If they don't care, stay away from me. Nah.
I hear you. I mean, it's important now more than ever
Yeah.
that we take care of ourselves.
Yeah, you know, 'cause God think about the kids, the people, and grandkids. You know, people behind you and kids you're going to have too. Because, like they say, the woman could be pregnant with that virus, but they got the vaccine to kill it too.
Right.
Okay, so
Right.
it could subside.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? How do you think people have changed since the pandemic? Like, you know, before the pandemic, it was like,
Yeah, because you see separations. Okay, you do see separations. Because some people yes, some people no. And when you come up crowds like that, stand back. Get away. Because violence happens within the crowds like that. So stand back, get away. Don't get involved.
yeah,
You get involved, you go get hurt with the crowd.
yeah.
I stay away from the crowd.
Stand back.
I'm
There's
shaking
nothing wrong with that.
myself.
I think a lot of times we get afraid that we're gonna miss out. We get afraid that we're not gonna
Yeah,
interact.
people do that. They do that because they want to be seen.
Yeah.
They want to be,
Yeah,
they want to be noticed.
yeah.
You know what? To be noticed, you don't have to walk into the crowd. All you gotta do is walk around it. Know why? Because they see that you're not with them. Oh, what's going on? How come he over there? He not over here. See? Okay, people watch you,
You
but
just
you know
dropped
what?
some
The
knowledge
best
on
they
me.
do is stay away too. And know what they do? Know what they actually do? When you stay away like that, you get away from the crowd like that, you know what they could do? They could start breaking off and coming over there where you at. And then what you do on that party, you move again.
Man.
Yeah.
Man. Sometimes we're so afraid of not being a part of the crowd, right? We can't be ourselves. We can't be the leaders maybe that we're supposed to be or be set apart like we're supposed to be because we want to be with everybody else. But sometimes the point is to be standing outside so that other people can come to you.
See, you were born by yourself, wasn't you not? Weren't you born by yourself? I was too. We come into the world by ourselves. Why do you need to be hanging with the crowd? Because that crowd could get you in trouble. Get away from that crowd. You watch what they do, and you see the silly things they do. I ain't involved. Go ahead. Okay? Mind over matter at all times.
I love it.
Yes.
Tell me, what brings you joy? What makes you happy?
What makes me happy? I wake up. Okay? I wake up. That makes me happy. Okay? People say money, fame, food, clothing. That don't make me happy. You know what makes me happy? I get to breathe. Okay? We all get to breathe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody in the world.
Yeah.
Okay. They won't tell me cut off.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much for bringing some joy and some light to the podcast.
Okay, peace and
I
love.
appreciate
Okay.
it. All right. Okay, so tell us your name.
Okay, Leonidas, Leo Torres, but it's Leonidas Torres.
Leo Torres.
Yes.
So let me ask you, how has this pandemic been
Huh?
for you? How has the pandemic affected you?
Oh, it affected me, when was it? Was October, the beginning of October. That I think I caught it from a home attendant that I had.
Wow.
And I didn't find out until the following week when the people that hired the home attendant called me up and told me that so the lady that I had last week, she was carrying the COVID, but they didn't know, she didn't know. That's how I caught it, because it was on a Wednesday that she came in, one day, then I had another one Thursday, which I wasn't sure. And I didn't get sick until Saturday. Saturday night to Sunday that I was coughing, then I started getting feverish. And it was like, oh no, this is not good. I'm coughing, getting headaches. So I'm coughing so much, I'm getting headaches. And it was like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. So I called the ambulance, because I have a button for the, to call for emergency. And they came over, and they said they wasn't sure, but I had a fever and everything. So, they told me probably nothing, but they took me in, and I was in the hospital for about 7 days.
Wow.
They kept me there. They gave me a lot of antibiotics, and plus they gave me, what they call it, the plasma? Yeah, they gave it to me twice, the plasma.
Yeah.
They gave it to me one day, then they gave it like 2-3 days later, they gave me another dose of plasma.
Yeah.
And that kind of helped me out, and I was out in a week.
Was it scary?
Yes, because I didn't know what was going on. I said, I'm talking about your life. You don't know what it does to you. But this was slow. Now I'm still. I mean, I feel better, but I'm now forgetting a lot than before. Like I forget things to do. Or, doctor's appointments sometimes, and now I have a home attendant that comes in during the week. I have her from Monday to Friday from 9 to 1:30. And she told me that, she had to she had to wear masks, she had to wear everything, because since I was just, before, when I got it, I got sick, and I called the hospital, they took me on Monday, I went, and since my home attendant couldn't stay with me because, once you go to the hospital, they put you in a room by yourself, to be, how you put it?
Right, a quarantine.
Yeah, quarantine. So she couldn't come, so she had to wait until I came back, so that she could come back to work. Even that she had to wait like a week or so. So I'm like, okay, so the people that hired her knew about the COVID, which I didn't know, that I found out, that one of the ladies had it.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
and they never knew, so how do I know, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So you survived COVID-19, and so many people didn't survive COVID-19.
But that's what I'm saying, it was like, oh my goodness, I mean, kept thinking about it, what if I die or something like that? I only I'm right now, I'm 68 years old.
Hey.
So it's like, I kept saying, what will happen if I don't get to see my daughter no more? My daughter, that's the only one I have. Right now, she turned 18 in April. My daughter turned 18 years old.
Okay.
So that would.
So you want to be around? You want to be
around?
around?
I want to be around. So I had to stay home for a while because I had to be in quarantine like 14 or 15 days.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, now everything is slowed down, but even when I was on quarantine, I had to still go up because I had to buy food, because I was running out of food. I had to buy a couple of things, bread, milk. I got some chicken and all that to try to see if I stay home cooking it. you know. But it was hard, but it was like I can't go out nowhere, you know. So you know, I had to. I know. So I was sick for a while, and I stayed home, and you know, I had nothing else to do but look at TV, you know. Then so yeah, so I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do, so I just had to stay home for at least 15 days.
Yeah.
I mean, I still went out, but I had masks and everything on, and you know, but then I came back right away, and I stayed home the whole day, the whole night, you know, for at least 15 days. So
Yeah.
I had to go when I had to go out because I had to go buy food.
Yeah.
You know.
Would you say that you have a new lease on life?
Oh yes,
Since
it is.
surviving?
Yeah, because I mean, I still forget things, right? But it's like, well, I have to do what I can to stay alive because I want to be there for my daughter.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, when I told her that, I even told all my cousins. I called them up on the phone and tell them what's going on with me.
Yeah.
You know, so they said they're there for me. You know.
Yeah.
If they needed, if I needed them, they'll come.
That support and that love is so important.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
because my family is a loving family. We're always together. Even though we each have his own life.
Yeah.
But we stay in touch. Which is the important thing because a lot of families are not like that.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So I just said, so you know, I stay in touch with all my cousins, and you know, and even one of my cousins that works here, he owns a gas station. Him and his wife came over to bring me food.
Nice.
You know.
Nice.
But they'll last me for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
You know, then they came back again for another, you know, to bring me more food.
That's love.
Yes.
That's love.
You know?
What would you say it's been like being a part of the Lantern community or living here at Lindenguild?
Oh, I love living here. Oh my goodness. I mean, listen, I came from a shelter. Before that, I owned my own house. I lost it because I had problems with my ex. Because when I was working at night, she was bringing men to the house. But that's kind of like, you know, that's before I even got sick, but it was like, it's tragic. It's like, you know, there's nothing, as much as I used to get frustrated, but I can't do nothing because I was brought up the old ways. You have to respect women. And if they're no good, you throw them away. You know?
Yeah.
Making your life miserable and all that.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is leave them.
Yeah.
You know?
So you ended up losing the house.
Yeah.
Went into a shelter, and then you came here.
Yeah. But I was in the shelter for 2.5 years.
Wow.
Because the first one I was here on 165 and, okay, you know where Park Avenue is, where
Yeah.
the bridges?
Yeah.
Where I think it's Melrose, right? I was there for about 2 years, and they never helped me to give me a place to live. And then I was transferred over to the one on 3rd Street between 2nd and 3rd on the shelter. Oh my gosh, what's the name of it? And I was there for about maybe 2 months, and they found me the place here. They had me a place in Queens and here. They didn't accept me the one in Queens, so they accepted me the one here.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've been here.
And this building was new at the time.
Yes.
Right? Brand new.
Oh, I loved it. It was nice.
Yeah.
And plus, I'm on the 1st floor.
Ah, okay.
I'm on the 1st floor, and I use a walker, you know, because of my knees and all that. And I says, well, you know, I enjoy being here, you know,
Yeah.
because I love this building because it's so nice, you know, and even though my studio is a little big, then most of the studios here, you know, because mine is almost twice the size of the studios upstairs.
Ah, okay.
The one upstairs are half the size of mine.
Got it. Got it.
You
So
know,
you really lucked out.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
You know, and I got a big kitchen and everything. But I still got to admit, because moving from my house to the shelter, and then all the stuff that I was able to take, I put in the, in the storage.
Yeah.
And then from there, I kept the storage. Now I need to get rid of it because it costs big money now. It costs money ever since I moved out. But I tell you, I love this place. I like it.
Yeah.
I like this building. I said, I don't want to move to no place else.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sitting down
Okay,
with
then.
me.
All right.
It's been a great time.
Yes.
I appreciate it. Do you have any advice for anybody that may be going through a tough time after this whole COVID-19 thing? Like if you had to say something to encourage somebody,
Yeah.
what would you say?
Oh, I tell them to keep up your hope, keep up your faith, because I know it ain't gonna be easy, but you have to still hang on in there as much as possible.
Yeah.
You know, and do the best you can, not to go crazy like some people do. Who, you know, they go nuts. I says, you know, start doing drugs or whatever because they think that's the right way, but
Yeah.
that's not the right way.
Yeah.
You know.
I appreciate that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep holding on.
All right then.
I'm gonna keep
Oh,
holding on.
yes.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Jen.
Well, hello.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Yes.
The first question I want to ask is, what is it like as a staff member having gone through COVID-19 and dealing with, the tenants and everything?
I mean, for me, when I first started here a year ago is when COVID literally
You
just
just
hit.
started here a year ago.
Yeah, a year ago,
Okay.
and I started in March of 2020, so literally like
Oh.
the beginning of COVID.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So for me, it was like I wouldn't say it was like it wasn't hard, it was just different.
Right.
Because we went from me learning with staff to me being pretty much the only staff. Me and the employment specialists that were here on site 4 days a week trying to assist clients and stuff. And I do think Lantern did a good job, like providing food for the clients, giving emergency resources for the clients. So that really helped them a lot, and they appreciated it.
Yeah.
So Lantern really did a lot, where we had food deliveries like once a week for the clients, and they appreciated it.
Thank you, Lantern.
So it was a lot. Peggy did a good job to getting those boxes of food to the point where we were standing out here giving the boxes of food. Like it was beautiful. I'm never gonna forget that. So
Look, I applaud you because I feel like at that point, especially at the beginning of the pandemic, there was no roadmap. There was
Right.
we didn't know what was happening really, but you survived and you helped the clients and helped the tenants get what they needed.
yeah.
So
I actually think it did bring like the relationships with the clients for us to even be better. Helping clients like learn information as we were learning as well, giving them the resources that we need, and especially with Lantern providing on-site testing, providing on-site vaccines. And then even before the on-site vaccines, even giving us location to where we can go and having all our clients be able to travel to go get it. So it was, as well as staff.
Yeah.
So it was pretty good. I wouldn't have it no other way, if you ask me.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. What would you say is a lesson maybe that you're taking away from this whole experience?
My lesson would be one would be to give people their flowers while they're here. We lost so many people that you thought they were going to be here forever, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone. So really just appreciate the people you have around you. Don't take things for granted. We were out of a shortage of freaking toilet paper to where we thought it was like the apocalypse after one month.
It's a little, like you think toilet paper is not a huge thing, but if you don't have it, it's an issue.
We just ran out of resources, and it gave us a moment to really sit here and be like, we really have to appreciate the things that we take for granted so much. So this is the lesson that I got from this pandemic.
Give people their flowers, appreciate every day, appreciate every little thing. It's really the little things. It could be something as small as toilet paper.
Right.
Man, thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
No, thank you for
appreciate
coming.
you.
This was so great, and I think this was good for people to hear people's stories. It was things, even one of my clients, I didn't know his expressions for things.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
was a good outlet for people. I appreciate you coming down.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. This has been such a wonderful time. I hope that you have enjoyed yourselves learning a little bit more about the tenants, about their stories, and about some of the things that we're taking away from this whole pandemic, like giving people their flowers, appreciating things as they are, being okay not being a part of the crowd, and standing outside and making your own way. Also, just the joy of living, the joy of waking up every day and being able to breathe. I hope that you've been inspired. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.